Debating stateside, a New York federal judge has blocked a Trump administration initiative to add a question about citizenship to the 2020 census.
The decision to add a citizenship question to the 2020 census, even if it did not violate the Constitution itself, was unlawful for a multitude of independent reasons and must be set aside.
A question about citizenship has not appeared on the survey since 1950, and the proposal to add one is highly controversial, as the census numbers are used to determine the amount of House representation as well as funding that each state gets. Critics say that such a move would marginalise Democrat voting migrant communities and play into the hands of the Republicans. We asked commentators from both sides of the debate for their thoughts on the judge's ruling.
Find it funny that the GOP is finally concerned with the Voting Rights Act after spending so long in trying to basically get rid of it, which they successfully did in 2014 via Shelby County versus Eric Holder. I mean, so this isn't about expanding voting. This is about a Republican base that is majority white people afraid of a browning country, afraid of an electorate that is increasingly becoming hostile to a party that has been extremely hostile to them. I mean, let's be honest. They're a country of laws, not a country of men and their opinions.
You know who won
That's
Hispanics?
Right.
The Republican candidate won Hispanics. You know who did the best in the presidential race? Wait a minute. Between Mitt Romney, John McCain, and Donald Trump with Hispanics? Donald Trump. So many Hispanics like Republicans, like the stance, like what we're saying. So let's not make it seem like it's black against white and you could categorize a whole group of people just because they're Hispanic.
We're talking about Asian people. We're talking about people from Africa and the Caribbean. And you're talking about Florida, for instance. The 1.4 million people who just got their voting rights back, okay, the majority of them are black and brown people who are probably not going to be voting for the Republicans.
We put them in jail in the first place. A bunch of criminals.
Steve,
very
exciting.
exciting.
Brother, be honest. The rapists and violent crimes don't get their voting rights back. Absolutely. I mean, Steve knows that the Republicans just got shellacked in California, and in the House, Orange County turned blue. And this is a reaction to that. I mean, the Republicans are trying to manufacture a situation where they will still be able to retain power through an outdated and antiquated electoral college, and also through spurious questions that are really meant to manufacture Republican control. What they really need to do is prove to the people that they have better policies, and that's why they won't, and if they can do that, they won't lose the House of Representatives in 2020, maybe win it back. But this is a reaction to that. Steve knows it.
I would like everybody to run on. I would like the next presidential election to be on. If you're here illegally, should you be forced to tell the government you're here illegally? And 75 to 80% of Americans would say, of course. Just like they say, of course, defend our borders. Of course, have ICE. Of course, no sanctuary cities. Your Democrat Party has losing on immigration left and right. Look, this is all about, should people here illegally fill out the sentences and be required to say, yes, I'm here illegally. No, I'm not a citizen. Of course they should. It's common sense.